Alright, let's Euro jig a little hole here. So the key to Euro jigging is as you're drifting through a hole, you're just going to slowly, oh, that was a bad cast, slowly drift. As you're drifting, you're just going to bounce your tip up and down, and that's going to influence that fly, that jig, as it drifts through any hole. And if there's someone that's interested, it'll go after it. Just try to change directions a little bit and get it, jig it through a hole. So I'm just going to let it sink, jig it up, let it sink, jig it, let it sink. Ooh, that was a bite. Let's try that again. Just kind of letting it jig right through that hole there. As it drifts through, got one. All right. Beauty. Oops. There's a big one in there. I know there's a big one in there. I want it. I want the big one. Let's try to get the big one. So, that was below that tree stump. Let's try to get it over that tree stump. We'll just drift it on through. And as it's drifting, I'm just gonna bounce that fly up and down. Maybe change the directions a little bit, which will spark that thing to someone to eat. Maybe change it this way. No, let's get it way over there. Just jig it on through. All right. A little bit more decent size here. Gorgeous fish, this guy. All right, okay, calm down. Sometimes I put them upside down. There we go. See you later, alligator. Alright, there's a big one in there. Let's try to get him. Get that over there. I'm just going to let it drift straight through that hole. Just bouncing it right behind that tree stump. Maybe change the directions a little bit. Let it drift down. Nothing. Let's try to go up and above. So as it's drifting through this hole, I'm just bouncing it up and down. Oh, there's a big one right here, I see. Right in front of me. Just gonna let it jig. Just gonna jig it up and down straight through this hole. Ah, smart. It's a smart guy. Just jigging it up and down. Just jigging it, bouncing it up and down off the tip of my rod. Change the directions a little bit. Alright, let's get back into that hole there. Jig that up over top of that tree stump there. See what happens. Change the directions a little bit. Oh. Let that sink and just jig it right through that hole. Oh, that's a good one. How gorgeous is that? It's a gorgeous view. Net this guy. There we go. Good one. Okay. Let's get the fly out of the way. It's a nice fish. Take a picture of that guy. Uh-oh, it's not doing too well, so let's not take a picture of that guy. Let's revive him. Whoops. There it goes. They're just pretending. Alright. Well, let's see if we can't do that again in that same exact spot. Get a bigger one. Just jig it straight on past these guys here. Maybe change that direction a little bit. Kind of jig it as it's going through that hole. Just bouncing it up and down, that's all. Let's get it right into that hole there. I'll let it sink, then I'll just jig it through that hole. Maybe get it further down into that hole. There we go. Just let that sink, and then I'll just jig it up. Jig it up, let it sink. Jig it up, let it sink. Jig it up, let it sink. Seems to be a really nice fish right in there. So I'm going to try to get it. Right there. I'm going to jig straight through this hole. And then as it gets past this tree stump, I'm going to change the direction. There we go. Oh, for heaven's sake. There we go.